Just identifying your revenue streams is not enough. You need to decide the price at which you will offer your product to each stream. This is very tricky and very important. Fixing the right price for each cup of smoothie or for any product or service is the key to making a profit. If the price is too high, your customers may not buy. If the price is too low, you may not be able to recover your costs. The right price point should fetch you both customers as well as profits. Profit is the revenue minus the fixed and variable costs. Look at the smoothie example. Think of what might have happened had each cup of smoothie been wrongly priced at $2 instead of $3. That would have been a loss of $1 on every cup. Because of wrong pricing, many products fail. So how do you fix the price? First, understand your customer segments. But note that different customer segments have different maximum amounts that they are willing to pay for a product or service. The price of your product or service should be at a point below the customer's highest willingness to pay. Then you select your pricing strategy. As far as a startup is concerned, there are three pricing strategies: maximization, market penetration, and market skimming. Maximization is the process by which a company determines the price and product output level that generates the most profit. This works great when all customer segments have a similar willingness to pay and when the optimal short-term and long-term prices are equal. Starbucks is a good example of maximization. Its highly popular coffees are priced at a premium to maximize profit per cup. Market penetration involves pricing the product at a low price to win dominant market share. The strategy is to price your product low to maximize broad adoption of the product. A startup called Slack uses this strategy. Slack is a cloud-based team collaboration tool. Slack for Teams is a single workspace for small to medium companies or teams. Slack's pricing strategy has a free basic plan and a low-priced annual subscription for its premium product. Market skimming is a profit maximization strategy used for high-tech and low availability goods. In skimming, you start with a high price and gradually broaden the product offering to address more of the customer base at lower prices. Apple sells the latest iPhone at a higher price, whereas older models are sold at lower prices to address different customer segments. While you are selecting a price, think about the pitfalls of your pricing strategy. What would happen if your price was too low for your product? Remember, it is always easier to price it higher to start with and lower prices through discounts and offers if you discover your price is too high. Doing it the other way can be risky. Keep in mind that customers are typically wary of artificial pricing, which is when you set a price that does not accurately represent the product's actual value. Your challenge is to set the right price to match the value of your product or service as perceived by the customer, while building a fair margin for you. Finally, don't just sit on the sidelines and guess. Whether it is to get a pulse of your customer segments or to check out competitor pricing, do your research early with real customers. Get out there and meet your customer base. Consider pricing surveys to determine customers' willingness to pay for your product. As you have seen, pricing is dependent on a number of factors. At the end of the day, there is no one pricing strategy that works for all products. You need to think through what fits your product best.